The issue was Ore had to work, Mikkel had exams, CPM was in Norway playing some kind of random tournament. And basically what I'm trying to say is we couldn't get the players to Belgium. When all of a sudden, I remember Ken, after the meeting he had with the upper management, he came to us and he said, like, guys, let's sit down, let's talk about it. I have an idea, he said, it's gonna be crazy, but let's do it. He proposed to us, instead of bringing the players to Belgium, to bring us to the players. We had 10 days until the start of the split, which means we had 9 days to announce our roster. Out of those 9 days, we had to plan the entire thing, we had to travel the entire thing, and we had to edit the entire thing. Flights were booked, hotels were booked, everything was done. Within 24 hours, the entire trip was planned. So yeah, I love the story of how this entire project started. We arrived in Sofia and it was so hot.
I brought some gifts for Jerry, he's on keto diet.
Veselin, Hatred show up. For me it directly felt more like, it didn't feel like a job. You know, it felt like you were meeting someone you've been having talks with over the past weeks.
Thank you, mate.
And there is
He take care of you, Jerry.
yeah, he's taking it. Should be my job to take care of him, but I'm getting a very warm welcome here. This is life-changing now.
This is quality content. Jerry eating strawberries in the metro in Sofia.
Jerry is enjoying.
Yeah.
I'm working.
Ça va de gérer les socials à distance?
Ouais, on joue BDS ce soir et on est en Bulgarie.
Like, is there anything noteworthy seen in Sofia? Like, what do we have to see?
The national park culture, Alexander Nevsky, the church.
Yeah.
And there's like a lot of churches that are really nice to know. Like you can see the main street, the main boulevard which is really pretty. Okay.
In Sofia, we arrived there. We had to go from the airport to the city center, film everything, and back to the airport within 4 or 5 hours. So we were on a time schedule, on a very tight schedule. On top of that, our flights got delayed a lot, which, you know, it shrunk our time window even more. Okay, let's get to work, right?
What are we going to do, bro? Where we are going?
To my squirrels, bro. We're going to my squirrels.
So we quickly went to his apartment, or his house basically, and then we quickly dumped our stuff there, basically to go film. So the first stop, we were going to, it's a very big park in Sofia. Hatred has a tradition where every morning he takes a long walk, like a 2-hour walk through the park. It's part of his workout. There is a specific bench where he has customized the squirrels there so much to him that basically whenever he sits on this bench, squirrels just come and sit on him and greet him. A lot of places where we wanted to film, it was either so crowded that we just could not film there. Let's say the locals were not really very keen on us filming there. Some specific spots you're not really supposed to film, and those spots were actually the most noteworthy spots to film. It was kind of hard to still try to stay focused and make the shots that we needed, but at the same time we had on multiple occasions people, children, gangs, whatever, approaching us, telling us we can't film there, basically forcing us away, scaring us away. Yeah, but all in all, it was a very nice place to be. It's a place I definitely want to see again. All right, guys, this marks the end of our only day in Sofia here. Unfortunately, we had quite a bit of delay in our first flight coming from Brussels, so we didn't have that much time here in Sofia. We managed to get the most important shots, but there was not that much time for vlogging. We're now at the gate. We're gonna fly to Bucharest, and we're gonna board in like 5 to 10 minutes. We're gonna have a nice, relaxed evening. We're gonna have a nice dinner, and then tomorrow we're gonna meet with CPM. We're gonna make some vlogs. We're gonna make some videos with him.
Arnaud, what are you doing?
I'm doing a coverage because we are playing tonight on Valorant. We are playing against Team BDS.
Look guys, even in the airport, he's doing his job perfectly. That's Arnaud le same.
Perfectly, I won't say that, but...
And what's the score actually?
For the moment it's 8-8 and we're in attack. Juzio is fucking insane. Like really. Stop Juzio, please.
arrived in Bucharest. For me, the day in Bucharest was one of the coolest days. CPM is a very, very cool guy. We had more time in Bucharest, so we had a whole day ahead of us, and our next flight to Athens was only at 10 in the evening. And apparently there was no rain. One more fun story about this is we're in front of, I think it was the parliament or something. The building it's gigantic, and we knew we wanted to film around that building. We just didn't know which angle we wanted to film from. It took like almost half an hour to only get halfway around the building. The very beginning where we actually started walking from was actually the best angle to film from, but it was gonna cost us just so much time to get back. So just to get from one side of the building to the other, we had to call Uber to get to the other side. It was, I remember we were discussing at that point if it was worth it or not to pay an Uber for it, but yeah, in the end it was definitely worth it.
Maybe you see
Thomas, so far, what was for you the best location to film at? Which country?
For me, definitely Brussels, because no, I'm joking. But the parliament is one of the best. We only did like the one in Bulgaria. It was nice, but there were a lot of people, so yeah, it was a bit too crowded to have the space to do what we want to do.
Yep.
But now it's perfect. There is only a big bus over there, but that's fine. There is no one, so we can have the time to do what we want to do, and taking the best shots for a banger video announcement.
So CPM, what's your favorite champ?
I think you look like the kind of guy who doesn't like pineapple on the pizza.
No, not pineapple, please.
Do you like pineapple?
I said something wrong.
CPM was wearing the Sector 1 jersey with a lot of pride the entire day, and a lot of people has asked about him. They have asked like, yeah, what are you doing? Or like every single Uber we took, they were asking like, what are you guys doing? Because they all saw, you know, one local guy with 3 basically camera guys or staff members. We were received so friendly. Maybe one more fun story about Bucharest. They predicted storm, but the weather was actually insane hot. We didn't have any issues the entire day with weather until the moment we checked out of the hotel. We checked out of the hotel, we booked our Uber to get to the airport. I remember the travel to the airport was like 55 minutes. The minute we wanted to get in the Uber, suddenly on our phones there was like an alarm going off on our phones. You know, like some kind of like a nuclear bomb was gonna drop or something. There was like all our phones were going into alarm mode, and we did not know what was happening. There was emergency weather predicted, and the weather was gonna change so fast that apparently there is like a system in Bucharest that warns you get inside now because it's gonna, you know, it's gonna get downhill real fast.
Hi mate.
Nice, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing, man?
You guys been waiting here for a long time?
Nah, like 1 or 2 minutes.
Okay, so perfect timing.
What's the plan for tonight?
So we're now gonna quickly put everything in the apartment. We're gonna maybe charge our phones for like 5 minutes. Then we're gonna go to the Acropolis. We're gonna do not the Acropolis itself, but we're gonna go to the rocks right next to it.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to the top. We're gonna do some video shooting over there. We're gonna make pictures. Maybe do some interviewing. Elevator's there, and then later at night we'll come back down. Maybe go to a bar, and we'll see.
Okay guys, let's do room tour. Go.
The room tour.
Let's go guys, this is like, it looks like the bathroom actually.
No, you think so?
The thing, yeah, it's the bathroom bro.
Bro, no, I don't think so.
There's a thing there. Okay. Pretty nice bathroom actually, like look at this. What the fuck bro?
It's just a bathroom, bro.
No, it's just insane. Look. So fuck, like
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it's nice. Okay.
It's very nice. It's very nice.
Very nice.
But the room is actually pretty dope, man.
The room is actually pretty dope, man. Like
We have a first bed here, second bed here, a big TV, mate. Also a kitchen.
We found these guys here.
Jerry, you're gonna cook some stuff for us, right?
Cooking.
Yeah.
The problem is I only do very complicated dishes, and I only have like one big and one small fire.
Yeah, I trust you.
It's too simple for me to cook here.
Mhm.
I'm very sorry. Else
Okay.
I would have loved to make you something.
So you're gonna cook during the boot camp for the boys, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, you need to know.
We'll cook.
How do we survive otherwise?
Little Starbucks
Yep.
for the warriors.
I've got a cold espresso.
Yeah.
The most refreshing. Best
It's to wake up a bit.
to wake up and a little treat for our trip.
There is a phone in the box.
Do I open it?
No, you just take it like
We were on top of the Acropolis until 4 in the morning. We were filming there, filming on the Acropolis. It was magical. We're actually filming the shot with, Zafir, Phobos, and Hades right now. We just arrived in Athens. This is going to be the shot for the announcement video, actually. And I think later tonight we're still going to do some hiking, some climbing, to some special places, and we're going to do some banger shots, some banger photos over there. Will be cool.
Okay, nice guys, we have everything. Now we are going next to the Parthenon, and there is big rocks with a nice view of Athens. I'm exhausted, guys. We managed to have everything on time, so we do that. We take all the pictures and stuff, and then we're gonna have a nice beer because we deserve it.
For me, that night it felt really chill. I think it was a little bit surreal as well, because we were on the Acropolis in the middle of the night, filming on the Acropolis. It was magical. We still had to do the interviews. We were on the rocks. It was the middle of the night. Those rocks are dark. We brought portable lights. We brought, studio lights that you can carry. The problem is those lamps, they don't last for 10 hours or for 5 hours. They last for an hour or two maybe. So we ran out of light at some point. And then even later at night, we went back to our room, still didn't eat anything throughout the entire day. So there was they have this shop in Athens, which is open 24/7, and all they sell are olives. We just bought a bag of olives, and all we ate that day was, basically we shared a bag of olives, the three of us. It's not as easy. So I remember the day we traveled to Stockholm. It was we survived on coffee. Yeah, coffee was a lifesaver there. We're in Stockholm already, in Sweden. The weather is luckily very good. We met up with Charlie already. We're in front of the very famous pastel-colored buildings here in Stockholm. It's the old city center. I think it's the most iconic place here in Stockholm. Everyone knows it.
And what's the plan now? Where are we going?
So we're just finishing up those last shots.
Yeah.
Noah's taking some more pictures.
Okay.
Making sure that Charlie is looking beautiful. Afterwards, we might go to a different spot. We're not sure yet where. Maybe the Avicii Globe, like the viewing point, or maybe on a ferry. We're gonna do some interviews with Charlie. We're gonna do some other shots. Maybe even see a little bit of the city, and then afterwards we'll probably just have a nice dinner and enjoy the last night here before going back to Belgium. So another fun story. We were in Stockholm, in the old town, in front of these pastel-colored houses. We were gonna shoot there. All of a sudden, a local orchestra arrived on the place. There was some instruments, some drums, everything arrived, and we did not expect. Who expects such a thing even? So we were on that place when the bus arrives with all the musicians. So even there we had to be flexible.
You're looking good, mate.
Thank you.
Do you enjoy the shooting?
Yeah, it's fun.
Okay, what are you doing,
I'm
Arnaud?
doing some low shutter speed photos. We're gonna try some.
Yeah, the entire trip was some kind of like big team building for the three of us as well, because we had to get it done, you know. We had the idea, we had to prove that we can pull it off. It was a big challenge, but I loved it.
So we were with Charlie, we were all over the city of Stockholm. We went pretty much through the entire center. I think the videos and the pictures, they look really dope. Charlie is really good at it. So it's gonna be banger. Afterwards we hung a bit out, we met up with Charlie and his girlfriend. We hung out, we went to a sky bar. We just had like a really good last evening. Now we're going back. We're at the airport now. We are at like, not even at the international airport, we're at like some very tiny local airport. There's not even like multiple halls. We're in one terminal. We're going back to Brussels, and as soon as we arrive, we're gonna go to the Orange HQ in Brussels. We're gonna meet up with Simon over there. We're gonna shoot some last shots. Afterwards, we're gonna go to the office. We're gonna shoot some more shots, and then I think it's done for the shooting. Then we will. It's gonna be getting back to editing. For me, it's gonna be catching up with all the administrative part of work that has been stacking up. And I think Arnaud has quite a lot to catch up on as well. So let's let him chill still a little bit before we get back to work.
We were exhausted. It was the last parts of the video. We had the kind of feeling like, okay, the trip is over now, but then we still had to power through those moments. We had 36 hours to edit the entire thing and to, you know, prepare the entire video. So everything you can see on social media, the entire video, it's been edited within basically 24 hours. It is crazy that we're now working in a sector where basically on a Wednesday morning you go to your job, you expect to be, you know, sitting on your desk and working in esports, and on the Wednesday evening, less than 12 hours later, you know you're going to be flying to 5 different countries the next week. I don't think this is something that everyone can do. I think that we have the perfect people for this, especially with a young crew like us. You have to be flexible. Maybe very important is Ken and Damien and Dietrich. They since minute one, they have always trusted us. They are the ones who came to us with the idea initially. They never hesitated a single second. We planned the entire thing. We went away. They didn't see us for 5 days, and they didn't ask any questions. It was just so surreal for me how we're realizing projects like this where we just fly our crew out to different countries. It's a next step for the organization. I think it's a good step. We're moving fast. Maybe one last thing to finalize this video. Nothing that we do would have ever been possible without our community, our fans, people following us. Since the beginning of Sector 1, we've always had a good community. We've grown a lot the last couple of years, but at the end of the day, it's the fans who push us. This kind of video would not have been possible without you guys, and now we've done this. So yeah, thanks a lot for the support. Make sure to keep following us, make sure to keep cheering for us. Even though we've been going already for a couple of years now, I feel like this is some kind of new beginning or just a beginning. We have a lot of crazy, more ideas. Yeah, I'm very excited to show it to you guys. So yeah, thanks a lot for the support. We'll see you next time.